So what I'm going to do now is to take you to the next step. Once you've done your keywords, what you're going to have to do is go through all of these keywords, all of these verses, and redo the keywords for your verses, because I started off with none in Matthew chapter 4 verse 8, but by the time I finished the whole thing, oh, I had a lot of keywords. Let me show you. I've got just a bunch of keywords in here. Look at all these keywords, because cosmos is used in a lot of different ways, and there are lots of patterns and possible patterns. And so I've got all these keywords in here. So what I'm going to do is, because of that, I need to go back to Matthew chapter 4 verse 8 and work my way all the way through all of these verses with the keywords, the new keywords. I'm going to use a sticky note, and I'm putting the sticky note here. And if you don't know how to do a sticky note, you can write to me, and I can send you a link to download it. So sticky note's nice because it always stays on top. So what that means is, I'm going to show you why I'm doing this. So I'm going to go to here. Okay, so the sticky note says, I don't think I like this color. I think I should just do a simple color. That's better. Okay, so the devil took him to a very high mountain, showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their glory. All right, so I have Satan and I have political. I think I'm going to add lost people, because I think that lost people are in all of these kingdoms. And it says, and their glory. That sounds to me like power, pride, etc. It's related. That glory is not about cosmos, it's really about kingdoms, basileus, but I still think it's related, and so I'm going to put glory there too, which is that pride and stuff. So there's Satan, political, lost people. Okay, so I've added to the first one. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. So now I'm going to copy that over there so I can see it. The only reason I'm doing this is so I can see it. Otherwise, I don't have a very good memory. All right. So now I just have lost people here. That's definitely not enough. I need way more than lost people. So I'm going to look through this. You're the light of the world. So I'm going to show you something. If you type in, if you remember what your keywords are, you can type in the first couple of letters, and keep doing that, and you can find them that way. Okay, so light of the world. I'm going to look for light. I think, yes, we do have the word light. That might be helpful. I'm not sure. Light on the world, and I don't know. This may be possible. Of the positive. All right, so now what I've done is, where before I only had the word lost people, now I have of this world, light, positive of the world. So I've added 3 words. See, now I'm going to do this here as well. Oops, I'm sorry. Let's do this first. Okay, this is to fulfill what was spoken by the prophet. I will open my mouth in parables. I will utter what has been hidden since the foundation of the world. All right, so, I just have planet here, but that's not enough. So I'm going to do beginning. That's it. I know that that's all that it is. It's planet and beginning. And I'll do one more just to show you. Jesus says, the field is the world. The good seed is the sons of the kingdom. The weeds are the sons of the evil one. The field is the world. Lost people sounds pretty good. I'm going to add one, though. See, all of these are the I'm going to put proclaim to the world there because the seed is the gospel. And I think that's related to proclaiming to the world. You don't like it, that's okay. You don't have to do it in your paper, but I'm doing it in mine. Now, I just did that for the first 4 verses. I have to do that for all 151. So I'm going to go all the way through here. Sometimes I'm going to delete keywords because I realize those keywords don't work. And sometimes I'm going to add. You saw I added 2 or 3 to each one. Now, the further on I get, probably the less I'm going to add. But generally speaking, what's going to happen is I'm going to go through all of my verses, all of these verses. I'll just do one just for the fun of it. So I click on this verse. I click over here, expand cell, copy it. I paste it here. You don't have to copy and paste it, but I just have to do it because otherwise I won't remember. I'm not that good at memory. All right, so this is the spirit of the Antichrist which you heard was coming and is now in the world already. So let me see all the words I have for this. Lost people, power, pride, etc. Satan in the world. Spirit of Antichrist is in the world. I think that's all I would have for that. In other words, as I go through, sometimes I'm going to say, oh, well, I need to add. Sometimes I'm going to say, oh, I don't need that one. That one doesn't fit, I realize, and I exit out. But sometimes I don't change anything. And so what I'm going to do is for every single verse, I've got 151 verses. See, it's 151 verses. I'm going to redo all these keywords. And I can just tell you now that when you redo your keywords, it's going to make a big difference. Big difference. You can already see that with the first 4 verses. Okay, I hope this makes sense to you. It's super important that you redo this, or otherwise your project won't be very good.